ways, and it's going to be nearly impossible for you to believe until one day. I'm from Los Angeles, and due to a drug problem, I had to move up north to Monterey and stay with my parents. I got a job at the local private airport where there was a lot of private jet traffic. I had FBI background clearance there. I had to get a lot of training because we were at a terminal that also had commercial flights. And I had met a buddy of mine named Peter, who was trained to be a pilot, but he was working on the ramp where we bring in the private jets. And I didn't know anyone up here. I didn't have any friends at all for about the first 2 years. And he invited me up to a birthday party up in Rio Del Mar. It's a small little enclave, maybe quarter mile by quarter mile, inside Aptos. And I had a great time. I made a lot of good friends, and I thought I was getting my life back. I had lost my fiance, my truck, my car, my home, basically. And so as time went on, whatever, life goes on, and I decided, I'm going to move up there. And he invited me to live with him. He got in a condominium in Aptos. And I went and moved with him, and in the process, he was getting a job as a pilot in Texas, and I was hospitalized for 2 months due to some intestinal problems. I had surgeries. It's a long story. And so when I got out, I pretty much had, no place to go, except he said, no, you know what? He had dogs. I can't take my dogs with me, and I still am on the rental agreement. You can stay if you pay half, I'll pay the other half of the rent, even though I'm not there, if you stay there. So I said, sure. Well, when the end of the summer came around, I'd been in the hospital since June. A girl who approached me the first time I was ever up there, rather attractive girl, but I'm from LA, so my point being is that they think I'm a little enamored, and I'm not. And by the way, that's why I got hired at the airport. I want to point that out, because everyone who worked at the airport was getting starstruck by all these people coming up to Pebble Beach for the concourse and the golf links. So it was a big problem. I didn't have any aircraft experience. I had entertainment industry, and I wasn't starstruck experience. It's the only reason I was hired. It's a compliment and a bad thing. But I'm not so enamored when I see girls that are somewhat attractive. And then she's not even that attractive. But right away, we hit it off. We didn't talk a lot. She had a boyfriend. And in fact, I bought a boat from him. And his dad's a sheriff, Fine. I was still in love with my ex and will always be, because she was my soulmate, in my opinion. Maybe she's not, but in my opinion, she was. I'm going to die without, maybe I'll fuck some girls, but I'm not going to be, in a relationship. It's another important thing to point out, because apparently I'm getting targeted now, and I didn't know this for the first year and a half, where she's insisting we live together. She's getting kicked out of everywhere she's at, and finally when I had this place, it really became a necessity because I wanted to keep the house, and she would pay the rest of the rent. So she moved in. I asked everyone, you think it's okay if she moves in? And, well, they said, yeah, I think it's a great idea, and I got some very weird instructions, too. Things along the lines of, well, if she lives with you, you're going to have to sleep downstairs, like with her watching TV with you, until she falls asleep. And I'm like, why? And they're like, well, she has a problem falling asleep alone. And now I have experience with this. In LA, I was known as the gay friend, because I was always, I had guys, girlfriends come live with me on purpose, because they didn't trust them with other girls, and they never trusted them with other guys. But I got the nickname the gay friend because I'm never aggressive towards other girls. Well, there's exceptions, not with Dawn. Not with Dawn. I'm a Leo. I have a big thing about loyalty. That's why I was in that crew. A crew you guys can't ever be a part of, and you can't join it because they have to ask you to be a part of it, and you have to go through a lot of tests that you won't pass. So don't question my loyalty and don't question my honesty. The only people I lie to sometimes are police officers. But I'll even tell you, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Because even if it's embarrassing to me, I'd rather tell the truth and be embarrassed than lie. Because, well, that's one of the reasons I lost my ex. And I didn't even lie. I just didn't tell her. I was scared to tell her that I was still on drugs. And all I was doing was taking Vicodin. But she wanted to know where I was going. And like she said, it was like I was cheating on her with Vicodin. Long story short. Eventually it becomes clear to me that this girl is becoming close to me. And this had happened before. This has happened in LA with girls who were gang raped. I don't know how they know who I am, why they come up to me. They're not introduced to me, per se. Or if they are, they're introduced as, this is the guy you want to talk to. Okay, enough bragging about that. But that is a very true case. I've had some pretty wild, even police-involved cases where females tend to be, I'm Captain Save-A-Ho, put it that way. Now, when I come up here, I don't mention anything about that. But this girl seems to know that. Or am I targeted? I don't know. Well, when she lives in the house, I'm definitely targeted, because every time I left the house, even for a day or two, and went to my parents, she and her friends would tear the house apart. It was kind of that witchy, very seriously witchcrafty thing. And she did it, she would like go out to her car and pound on her hood, even though I was in the house, and start screaming, don't hit me, like weird, evil shit like that. But overall, she was a good person. And, in a sense, I was getting very spiritual because I had had a near-death experience, and, those things happen. So I'm trying to convert her. But I'm not in her business. I'm not all over the place. I'm not stalking her. In fact, I live really far away from her. One of her friends had a very spiritual experience with me, and she didn't want to believe it until her family invited me to her mother's wedding, and she didn't even get invited. Because something happened there where, I'm not going to get into the New Age shit, but I have a gift. Put it that way. I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, that gift started getting me targeted, but we were friends for over 8 years, and she lived with me for a while. Now, she's telling me some weird stories because she was very much stalked. I thought I was protecting the lonely little girl who was very innocent. And so she would always get these guys, and she would tell them, Don, these guys are, messing with me, on and on and on. And I know what goes through guys' minds and this and that. I never did anything violent, but, when being from LA, you just come harder than other people. And I forgot about the movie The Lost Boys, and apparently it's very true. I start talking to neighbors, they start telling me, you better watch out around here, there's something in the water. There is something in the water. It's kind of ironic, too, in Lost Boys. Who's the out-of-towner that comes to try to save Star? Michael. Well, sure enough, that kind of scenario goes down, but I'm not tripping on it, because I'm not living there. Now, all of a sudden, boom, after talking every night, and we had a thing about, I believe she was sincere. I believe she was sincere, and I believe she was owned, and didn't even know it. So all of a sudden, she literally disappears off the map. Now, I know other people. Other people know of her. So when this happens, I'm really startled. I almost called the police like she was kidnapped. But I knew her parents, and I guess she's around. I don't know what's going on. I hadn't done anything, and we were just friends. There had been moments where she had tried things with me, I guess because I didn't want her. She put it, why is it you're not physically attracted to me? Yeah, she was one of those. She got upset about that. And I mean, how I turned it down, I wish I hadn't turned it down, to be honest with you. I'll be real with it. But I did turn it down. So all these people out there saying, well, how could she be stalking you? No one's stalking anyone. All I'm saying is, next thing you know, when I'm trying to make sure she's okay and I'm checking in on her, I know what's happened. Some dude came along and he told her that that I'm doing what he's doing. And he's trying to get into your head. He's trying to brainwash you and this and that. Look, I don't have any, we've been friends too long, bro. And so I would call her at night, and I would, talk to her in conversations as if we were still talking, because I was worried she was somewhere she couldn't talk on the phone. She then told me, she got a couple of phone calls out, told me her boyfriend, her new man, which is not like her, because she's very independent, had blocked her cell phone. He wouldn't let her talk to me. Well, that's not intimidating me. She even had another guy say, come up and see me. I went up to see him, and it was a 7-Eleven address. So I was getting threatened by these guys. One guy got out of prison and deliberately starting shit with a kid, knowing that I would step in so that he could then fuck me up with some ex-con. It didn't work out that way. So she's failed many times, or they've failed many times using her as bait. I only put this together after the fact. But then I started realizing she's in a lot of trouble. She's not going to leave there, and she's kind of falling more in love with it. And these motherfuckers are trying to get me. Now even my good friend, I don't have any friends anymore. Even my good friends have been turned to the dark side, if you want to put it that way. And I got proof to back it up, because like I said, don't call me a liar. Don't call me a liar, because they all think that they can do it. I call them to not prove it. Because when she got kidnapped, I was texting her, and I knew it wasn't her on the phone. So in other words, her boyfriend had her phone, and now he was talking to me. Or whoever the guy was, it's not even her boyfriend. And then I said, hey, I know what you're doing, man. You took her phone, and you're writing me and this and that. You kidnapped her and this and that. And he writes back, you can't prove that. Well, I just did. And another problem with that was I'd had past, and a lot of things in the past. I'm not a bad guy, but I have a lot of police involvement and FBI involvement. So the FBI was telling me they were monitoring all of my phone calls and texts. They just told me ahead of time. They knew I wasn't doing anything wrong. So I thought they were going to step in and stop this. They didn't. So I don't know what that was about. And then I even had the military come and talk to me about psychological operations. It got really weird. It got really, really, really weird. Very heavy, very spiritual, very almost science fiction-like, almost alien-like. I had a hard time maintaining. I'll tell you right there, I broke my sobriety. I just could not maintain. But everyone knows me. When Don drinks or does drugs, he gets sober. He acts like an asshole when he is sober. So I think that's the big mistake they made, because they tried to pin a lot of shit on me, and I'm the only one getting let go by the cops. I'm the only one being trusted by law enforcement because I'm probably on the list. I'm from LA. But about 3 years ago, in the Erie part, and I'm telling you the truth right now, I don't record my phone calls. I do not record my phone calls. In fact, at one point in this phone call, you will hear the gentleman say, "You have my phone number." So I did not even know who was calling so why would I record the phone call? And this has happened with another event when my dad sold my house that was given to me by my mom. So someone is helping me out on the other side. But I don't know if these motherfuckers, if they know what side they're on, but I now know what side I'm on. So she's from Rio Del Mar, and he's in Capitola. He wants me to come see him at the Home Depot, and I honestly would have gone, except at this point, I can't keep going up there and meeting these guys, and they're not there. He even says at one point, "You can hit me 3 times, and then you get a chance." That's my line, man. Like, this guy starts imitating me, calling me, and I'm like, dude, this has been a big problem for me. Like, I've had to see psychiatrists because of this weird thing. She disappeared, bro, and we made a pact that if she disappeared, I would come find her. Now, apparently, I'm going to go come find her, and as I put it at the end, you're going to see me. And what I meant by that really was kind of, you're going to see me Valley, because they call me the N-word all the time. I don't know why they do that, but they're going to treat me like the N-word. So are you lost, boy? I mean, that's like their little inside joke up there. And she even calls the police and reports false claims. I'm not the only one that's happened to. But I want to show you the end result in that. And if you don't believe in God, and you don't believe Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior, they don't want to see this. And they were going to call it a coincidence. There have been coincidences beyond this that have already happened. This one was meant for me to record to show you. I'm not making it up. I put my soul on it, all right?
Yes. Oh.
Are you too much of a bitch to talk to someone? Is that what's going on here? You can harass a girl through text, but you can't actually talk on the phone.
Harass a girl.
Yeah, you want to see all the text? Yeah, I mean, you're texting them, so yeah, it's harassment.
Yeah, it's not really called harassment. It's called, we want to settle a situation.
There is no situation, Don. You're the one creating a situation. That's what they call harassment.
Trigger. Look.
You're the start of all the situation. You're the one doing all the contacting. And then you're the one...
I'm the one doing all the contacting? Tigger, how the fuck were you going to hang around me and do all that shit? That's weird.
Check this out real quick. Come find me. I'm in Santa Cruz. I work at Home Depot.
Dude, you pussies can't leave Santa Cruz, homie. you guys will never leave Santa Cruz. I saw the movie Them.
Man up, homeboy. Come see me.
Where you at?
I just told you, you fucking retard.
I don't have the address.
Oh God, it's hard to find. Santa Cruz is hard to find. You've never been to Santa Cruz?
No, I've been to Santa. I go to Santa Cruz all the time.
All the time, then, and go all the time right now. I start work at 7:00 tonight. Home Depot.
At home.
Simple. Can't miss it. I'll fucking be there. You have my phone number. I called you from my phone. Give me a call when you show up. I would love to see you.
Well, if I can get a ride there, I'll be there.
Oh, what?
Look, homeboy, I'm gonna knock your fucking teeth out if you don't fucking chill out and discuss this, dude. I mean, how much of a fucking man are you if you cannot fucking realize that when someone calls you that much, it's not for pussy, it's not for anything like that. There's something bigger going on. It's ridiculous that you think that I'm like trying to chase your lady.
The only weird thing that's going on is some dumb nigger, you.
Okay, you got me. That's the only thing you have said to me that's true.
Yeah, you're a dumb nigger. Yeah, that's true.
I'm a nigger.
Right.
No, I'm a nigger. But go on.
What's up, nigger? What do you want to do? Probably a child molester too, piece of shit.
I actually am. I'm a priest. That's amazing how you did that.
Yeah, because it's true.
I'm not a child molester.
How many dicks you sucking on right now? I'm surprised you can talk around the dick.
No, No, I'm saying you're not. Oh, then why are you even in Santa Cruz though? Without talk like that.
What's up with all this mumble talk?
Because I just woke up.
Stick in your mouth. My bad. I keep forgetting about that. Excuse me. Okay, yeah. No, you're doing good now with mumble talk. No, I'm in Santa Cruz because this is where I'm from. My family's been here generations. So, that's why. Simple answer there.
This isn't Tigger.
Yeah, no, this is Tigger. Because you stalked my Facebook, you took a picture of my profile.
No, I didn't stalk. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain to you. Is that I have people with me. I showed you. I don't put that on my computer.
You just sent all that in text to my girl.
Okay, how long has that post must have been up forever?
Yeah, my profile.
Two nights ago, that post keeps coming up on my computer.
What post? What post keeps coming up?
That image of you. I didn't even know that was her. As far as I'm concerned, that's not even a real image. I get all kinds of fucking Photoshop shit of that guy. That's what I'm trying to investigate.
You took a picture of her or me. You screenshotted the picture of her and me on my profile picture and sent it to her because you didn't know that was her.
I sent it to other people to see what they're doing. They're still doing this shit with me because I was not on Facebook.
What people? No, you weren't on Facebook. Yeah, you're right.
No, I was on Facebook. I'm not saying I wasn't on Facebook. I'm saying all of a sudden that pops up every time.
You're just contradicting yourself.
No, but I'm saying I'm not. You make it sound like I'm looking for your fucking profile. I'm saying why am I being harassed by you two?
Wow, it's amazing. Welcome to the conversation, Don. Put the dick down.
Okay, yeah, but I knew her not longer than you. Why would something keep entering my life? Why would she admittedly want that? And then all of a sudden,
You knew her first grade? Well, you all went to kindergarten together?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm saying you met her in first grade. I don't. You live up in if you live up in that area.
And you did not know her at that time, so therefore I've known her longer. So that statement is bullshit.
Okay. So wait. I don't understand. So then, so when she says that she knew you, well, she gave 5 different stories. That's what that concerned us. Is that you basically said? She basically said that she had met you in Hawaii or something like that. And that you had gone to school in Santa Cruz, and like you met in the 9th grade, and then I was like, okay, cool. And then she changed that to like the 3rd and then the 1st.
You're just creating shit up in your head.
I'm not making it up in my head.
It doesn't matter what you think. I just clarified all that for you. I've known her since first grade. We've known each other since
You guys
first
met
grade.
each other in first grade. That's fine. I'm just tons of chicks I met in first grade.
But you didn't meet her in first grade. You didn't meet her until you were an adult. So therefore, you haven't known her longer than me. Quite the opposite. I've known her longer than you.
No, what I'm saying is, when I had moved up there and she moved in, right? She didn't explain to me of all the people she's introducing me to for a reason, and it wasn't to go out with her. Of all the people that she was familiar with.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I think it's a little bit bizarre when someone asks you, like, yeah, I need you as protection, and then not introduce me to you.
What does that even mean?
What's that?
What does that even mean?
Well, I'm just surprised that you wouldn't say, and by the way, I have a boyfriend, which you would do other times, and explain to me. Escort. That's why I got the job at the airport. Is I would have to escort all of the celebrities, and she knew that, and that's because she got introduced to me by Peter, who worked at the airport, and she said she was having a problem with her man, and so she came and she crashed on the couch for a while when she was staying with me. That's how she got to my place. She's even said to me at one point, and that's the only time I ever heard anything from her before things went weird was, "Oh, you're fired now. Then you're fired." But then she called me back and said, "Oh, he's making fun of me and this and that." And I don't even do anything. I'm just remotely. I'm somewhere else. I haven't even seen her in years.
thing, then why do a million different weird texts come in from different phone numbers?
Oh,
My opinion.
that's what we're all trying to figure out. You're not the only one, and I'm not the only one.
No, that's you. You're the dipshit. And then you tell me you're going to knock my teeth out, which I say, great, please come do that. I completely welcome that with open arms. I'll give you 3 free shots, homie. You got 3 free ones. So after 3 free shots, if I'm not down, you're fucked up. So I'm going to fucking do that.
Well,
You got 3 shots. Come knock my teeth out. I'll give you 3. That's always my rule. You get 3 free ones. There's nothing to talk about. There's no stories to explain. I've read the text. I've seen the pictures. There's no other people are doing this.
then you heard someone telling you that there's something going on with the communications between these individuals who had, regardless of what the relationship was, known each other for a long time. You're worried about it because you know what those communications were.
Oh, it's quite silly, but you're just an annoyance.
Were you ever? I have a question. You were in the U.S. military, weren't you?
One doesn't worry about a fly.
Were you in the U.S. military?
What? You're the fly. And I'm
You were in the
fly.
U.S. You're fucking military, aren't you?
No.
You never were in the military.
No, that is what I'm not. I'm sad to say that I'm not. I would have loved to have been military, but no, that's not me at all. Quite the opposite spectrum.
That's what I would have thought too. That's interesting. That's interesting. Because the military had spoken to me about what was going on.
Sure.
Maybe you guys, you know what? Maybe you guys aren't the reciprocating end of this. I don't know that, and they got out of it. But they came and spoke to me about what was going on with back in the fall of 2016.
So here I am calling you on your bullshit about texting my girl, and you're coming up with the weirdest stories.
No, it's a true. But if it's a true story,
What are you trying to donate to me right now? Like, I'm going to believe whatever it is you're saying, because that's just...
I don't expect you to believe. I expect you guys to investigate. That's what she didn't do either.
Investigate. There is no need to investigate.
No, we're investigating it. Who was calling me and telling me that? Who was calling me and making it look as if she was kidnapped? Just apparently, I don't know when you guys started like going out as a relation, as a couple. But at that point, something very wrong was going on.
Yeah, something wrong in your head. Exactly.
It wasn't in my head. Like I said, I had what would the U.S. military? Why would the military come and talk to me about psychological operations?
I'm texting people from different numbers, all crazy, all hours.
Why do you think I'm changing? I have to change my numbers, dude. It's still happening. I hate you, dude. You know how I can't get shit done on fucking Amazon or anything. I have to change my numbers all the time because of.
So you got a text her at all odd hours of the morning with weird stories.
Yeah, it's not even weird stories. She's totally aware of this. She knows everything about this. If she didn't, then that's what they want to investigate. If she had her mind right.
We just did the investigation. You're a fucking nut job and a creep. Investigation solved. Well, that was simple.
Well, let's bring up. If she didn't, then that's what they want to investigate. If she had her mind right.
We just did the investigation. You're a fucking nut job and a creep. Investigation solved. Well, that was simple.
Well, let's bring up witnesses, and plus you live in Santa Cruz.
Fucking good job, Crusoe. Huh?
You never saved a rape victim. You never had fucking people come to live with you that are domestic abusers. You don't know what it's like to fucking go and, you know what I'm saying?
I live with killers.
Yeah, so have I. So have I, brother. Like Kato Kalin. So check it out. Your killers can suck a dick. All right, because in case you haven't watched the news, you're outnumbered. And if you guys don't get your shit together, Some bad shit's gonna go down.
Okay, come bring the bad shit my way.
No, it's not even about it going your way as a person. She knows what I'm about. She knows what I'm about.
Yeah, creep. Fucking creep chump. Fucking dick sucker. Harassing women.
Yeah, harassing. You gotta get your legal terms straight too. Look up harassment, dude. Nothing like that.
What a bitch.
She can't even talk on the phone, and you know what? She can't talk on the phone, so she knows exactly what's going to come. She will never talk about this topic. She knows exactly what she's doing, or she doesn't. That's what we're trying to find out. Or something terrible happened.
Make a nigger look good.
Thank you. We were thinking in the beginning.
You can come meet me. I'm trying to extend that to you. Please come meet me. I would like that. All your talk and ballyhoo, you should, put some action to it. Come meet me. Try to knock my teeth out.
No, I'm trying to figure out who you are. That's all. She knows the routine. She knows the deal. And
Who I am?
you should let a chick speak for herself. That's the crazy part.
This is real simple. You want to figure out who I am? Come meet me. You'll figure out who I am pretty damn quick. Not that hard at all.
Right. You'll see me. You'll see me.
Oh, will I? When?
Right. You'll see me. You'll see me.